Rahel feels. And Ammu's body is not taken by the church, so Chaco decides to take her to an electronic crematorium. All right, and Rahil accompanies Chaco on this journey, and she feels so weird. They rent a van, and Ammu's body is at the back, and she and Chaco are sitting in front. And she says that it feels so weird, in that vehicle, she is traveling with the dead body of her mother, but outside the world is the same as ever. And she describes how the ride was a little bit bumpy, so her Ammu's body is sliding off from the stretcher and hitting on the side of the van. Her head hits the side of the van, and she hopes that Ammu will win. And there is a reaction on down but there is no reaction because Ammu is already dead. And Rahil says that she could feel the humming noise in her head the entire day. It was Ammu's head that was hit, but it was Rahil who felt that disturbance after hitting the head. And at the point where her body is being cremated, even then Rahil feels nothing. All right, she sees that her Ammu is being fed to the fire, or the or famished beast and her Rahil's Ammu was fed to it. Her hair, her skin, her smile, her voice, the way she used Kipling to love her children, okay, her good night kiss, the way she held their faces, Ellam, okay, all the memories, everything about Ammu was given to the beast fire, and it was taking their Ammu away from them. She was their Ammu and their Baba, and she had loved them double, is what she remembers at that point. Okay, she was their mother and their father, and she loved them double. But after that, she comes back and she says that how do people know that our ashes are another? And Chaco says that they must have a system, and she misses Esther at that point because Esther was the one who always used to save the receipts. And she says that Esther would have saved the receipt of this burning of their mother, because he always is a very, very organized man. All right, and that is how the chapter ends. And she ends the chapter by again going back to remember the time when Sophie Moll had come to visit Imenem, and she ends the chapter by saying that things can change in a day. Okay, everything can go upside down in a day. The next chapter, chapter 8, is titled Welcome Home, Our Sophie Moll. All right, and here it begins with Mamachi being described, and how Mamachi is someone who plays the violin. Okay, and as she's playing the violin, she's remembering many things from her past life. She has her hair is almost falling off, she's almost blind, and under her hairline she has all those scars from when Papachi used to beat her with the vase. Okay, and she remembers how she had started her pickle business, and it was not a success initially because she did not know many things, and that's why the pickles used to leak a lot. And even today she had not got that technology of not leaking pickles. All right, so it's probably an indication to show that perfection has not been attained yet. So even after Papachi is gone, she's not perfect. All right, and then she goes on to imagine her children. Okay, and she loves Chaco dearly, and because of this love that she has for Chaco, she hates Margaret Kochama. All right, so she hates Margaret Kochama not because she is white, not because she is of according to her a shopkeeper's daughter. She's of a very normal class, she's not a high class person. According to her, Margaret Chaco deserved better. Okay, because for her son is perfect and Margaret Kochama is not good enough, so she despises Chaco. All right, and what happens is that after that point, you remember Papachi used to beat Mamachi, right? And the day when Chaco stopped Papachi from beating Mamachi is the day that she devoted all her love to Chaco. So it then her love went beyond that for a son. The love that she had kept for her husband was also completely given to her son. He became her everything. And when he went on and married an English woman, okay, even if it was someone else, it would be the same. She would hate the woman that married her son എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പറയുന്നത്. Okay, and even if Margaret Kochama was still with him, she does not hate him because she left him. Even if she was still with him, she would have hated her even more. All right, and she was very worried. She was very worried about Margaret Kochama coming because Joe has died and she's single again. So what if she starts having relations with Chaco again? Okay. And Chaco is also a very promiscuous man. He always, flirts and has relationship with the women who are working in the factory. But Mamachi, she is blind to that. She's, even though she is also physically blind, she chooses not to notice all that, because according to her, man has needs, and that's why Chaco is allowed to do all those things. All right. And when Margaret Kochama was staying with them in Ayamanam, what she used to do is that she was always scared. What if they both of them start having relations again? And even if she does, in order to give peace to her own mind, what she used to do is she used to hide money in Margaret Kochama's clothes. നനയ്ക്കാൻ കൊടുക്കുന്ന തുണികളിൽ ആ പൈസ വെക്കുമായിരുന്നു in the pockets. Okay. And she knew that this money never reached Margaret Kochama, because the dhobi, the person who washes these clothes, would steal the money every time. But in her mind, she felt like, Margaret Kochama, if she is having any relations with Chaco, then Mamachi is paying for it. All right. So there is no love involved. Our idea, Veramediana, she used to do that. It was for her own peace of mind. And again, after that, further on in the chapter, the cook Kochu Maria is described, and that is where we get in throughout the novel. Caste is a very big theme. Okay. And Kochu Maria is another person who shows this to us. Kochu Maria, even though she is a cook, she is a servant in this house, she says that her caste is very important to her. Okay. So that's why she wears chatte mundu, is what her clothing is. And even though her ear is drooping and almost cut off and had to be stitched again, she still wears her kunuk. Why? A kunuk is a symbol of high caste people. All right. And even though she is working in this house as a cook, she wants to show the world that she is still a Syrian Christian. All right. So caste is a very, very important thing. And that is something that we should remember, because after, towards the end of the novel, we'll see how this becomes much more important. All right. And then they come to the part where Sophie Mall is coming in the car that left Cochin. Remember, in the previous chapter, it is reaching Aymanam, and just like Natumpurathu sadharana ulla pole thanne, a person is coming from America, and it's not just a person, it's a white woman and a daughter, right? So അടുത്തുള്ള വീട്ടിലുള്ള എല്ലാവരും വന്ന് ഇവരെ കാണാൻ വേണ്ടി നോക്കി നിൽക്കുകയാണ്, and Rahel is feeling very, very jealous. Okay. Because as soon as she gets off from the car, she tries to talk to Mamachi, but Mamachi ignores her, and she has eyes only for Sophie Mall. Everyone is looking at Sophie Mall, no one is noticing the twins, and this makes Rahel feel very, very jealous, right? And so what happens is that while everyone is looking at Sophie Mall, who was always loved, Rahel escapes from there, and she sees that Velita is standing in the background, and she goes to Velita, and she's very, very comfortable with Velita, and that is when Ammu notices Velita, and Velita notices Ammu. Okay. So this is a very important part in the novel as such, because that is when suddenly Velita realizes, okay, Velita is from a lower caste, but at this point, till now, he had always, as children, he used to play with Ammu. Okay. But as grown-ups, he does not have a recognition of Ammu. So what happens is that there is a line that says that he realized that this is Rahel and Esther's mother, but he also realized that she is a woman, that she is beautiful, that she has dimples. Okay. All of those images come to Velita's mind, and Ammu also notices Velita as a man with muscles and a very good strong body. Okay. So it's almost like their imagination is awakened suddenly. Till now, they did not notice each other much, but that is the point where they actually notice each other. All right. And it's in page 170 if of the novel. And is sorry 176, that's a mistake. I thought it was 170 that I wrote. Yes, he saw that Rahel's mother was a woman, that she had deep dimples when she smiled, and that they stayed on long after her smile has left her eyes. Okay, so he saw lots of things. And when they were children, Velita used to make toys for our Ammu, okay? But because he was an untouchable and Ammu was from a higher caste, he used to drop the toys into her hand. Kai todadeyanu koduthodirundathu. But now he realized that now he could give her gifts by touching her. Okay, and he does not have to worry about his hands touching hers. And he also noticed that she also has gifts that she can give him. Okay, so it's an indication that they are going to have, it is the first foreshadowing that is there in the novel. It is an indication that they are going to have some sort of relation with each other. All right. And after that, again, he's coming to the present, and he realizes that Rahel is standing with him. And Rahel says that I saw you in that rally, in that communist rally. And Velita says, no, you saw me. No, it was someone else. Okay, but he's lying. Rahel knows that he's lying. And Velita, in order to just fool her, kuttigaliki vendi, he says that, it was my twin brother Urumban. Okay, you remember I have told you about him and all that. So Rahel knows that he is joking, but probably this is where we understand that it was indeed Velita who was a part of that procession that we saw. All right, and that is all for this video. I don't want to make it longer than this. The next video will deal with chapter 9 and chapter 10. Thank you.